a confused government official stumbles over his words during a press conference. And within hours, the most infamous barrier in the world comes crashing down. Stay with me to discover how one accidental announcement sparked the most joyful night in modern history. It's November 9th, 1989, and Günter Schabowski is having the worst day of his career. He's a spokesman for the East German Communist Party, and he's about to hold a press conference in East Berlin. In his pocket, he has a note about new travel regulations. He's barely read it. He has no idea he's about to accidentally change the world. For 28 years, the Berlin Wall has divided a city, a country, and an entire world. On one side, West Berlin, freedom, capitalism, rock and roll. On the other side, East Berlin, communism, restrictions, armed guards. The wall isn't just concrete and barbed wire. It's 96 miles of surveillance towers, attack dogs, and soldiers with orders to shoot anyone trying to cross. Over 100 people have died trying to escape. But by 1989, the Soviet Union is crumbling. Other Eastern European countries are opening their borders. East Germany is under pressure. Hundreds of thousands of people have been protesting in the streets. The government needs to do something. So they draft new travel rules. Starting tomorrow, East Germans can apply for permission to travel to the West. It's not freedom, but it's something. At the press conference, a reporter asks Schabowski when these new rules take effect. He shuffles through his notes. He's confused. He hasn't been properly briefed. And then, live on television, he says the words that will break the wall. As far as I know, effective immediately, without delay. Immediately? That's not right. The memo says tomorrow, but Schabowski has already said it, and it's being broadcast across East and West Germany. Within minutes, the news spreads like wildfire. East Germans rush to their televisions. They're calling their friends. Did you hear? The wall is open. We can cross right now. By 10 p.m., thousands of East Berliners are flooding to the checkpoints. The border guards are panicking. No one told them about this. They're calling their superiors. What do we do? Their commanders are just as confused. The crowd keeps growing. 10,000 people. 20,000. They're chanting, "Open the gate, open the gate." At checkpoint after checkpoint, the guards face an impossible choice. They could shoot, like they've been trained to do, or they could step aside. One guard at the Bornholmer Street checkpoint makes a decision. He doesn't want to be the person who starts a massacre. At 11:30 p.m., he lifts the barrier. The dam breaks. East Berliners pour through into West Berlin. Strangers are hugging strangers. People are crying, laughing, dancing in the streets. West Berliners rush to meet them with champagne and flowers. Families separated for 28 years are reuniting. A man who escaped years ago stands at the wall, hoping to see his mother. And there she is, walking through the checkpoint, free. But it gets better. People aren't just crossing the wall, they're climbing on top of it. They're dancing on the concrete barrier that imprisoned them. They're taking sledgehammers and pickaxes and tearing it down piece by piece. Every chip they take is a victory. Every crack is freedom. David Hasselhoff will perform on top of the wall a few weeks later. Yes, that David Hasselhoff. His song, "Looking for Freedom," becomes an anthem. It's absurd and perfect and exactly what this moment needs. Over the next days and weeks, the dismantling continues. Wallpeckers, they're called. People with hammers and chisels taking home a piece of history. 2 million people cross into West Berlin in the first weekend alone. The East German government tries to regain control, but it's too late. You can't put this back in the box. By October 1990, less than a year after that confused press conference, Germany is reunified. One country again. The Cold War, which dominated global politics for half a century, is effectively over. And it all happened because one man stumbled through a press conference and said immediately instead of tomorrow. Think about that. No war, no invasion, no violence, just people deciding they'd had enough. Just a spokesman making a mistake. Just guards choosing not to shoot. Just ordinary people with sledgehammers saying, This wall doesn't belong here anymore. Today, pieces of the Berlin Wall are scattered around the world. You can find them in museums, in front yards, in offices. They're reminders that walls don't last forever, that freedom is stronger than concrete, that sometimes the most important moments in history happen by accident. And somewhere, Günter Schabowski probably still thinks about that night, about how he fumbled through his notes and accidentally opened a door that nobody could close, about how his worst press conference became the world's best news. One confused announcement brought down a wall that had divided the world for decades. What other historical moments do you think happened by complete accident? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you love stories about the unexpected moments that changed everything, you absolutely need to join the History Sparks community. Hit that subscribe button because every single day, we're bringing you the sparks that ignited our world, the mistakes, the miracles, and the moments when ordinary people did extraordinary things. See you tomorrow for another spark from history.